and shine, ladies. First call. Just thought I'd drop in and check in with y'all. It's been a little while, and hope everybody's doing okay. Let me get on my settings right here. All right, looks a little bit better. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the office. What's happening? What's happening? It's been a couple weeks since I dropped in on you. At least 10 days. I wanted to check in, see how everybody's doing. First things first. If you're getting this, roll call. Tell me where you're from and how things are going. Let's get this conversation started. I got quite a few things I want to talk about today. Things in the news, things I find interesting, things you may not find interesting. Either way, we'll just sit here and BS for a little while. So let me know where you are and how things are going. Alright, well here's what's been going on with me. This last weekend, got to spend a little time with some of my partners from the very first unit I was ever in. Fifth ID Lurks got together for the first time in 27 years, and it was a good time. We had sergeant majors coming in from all over the country. Vast majority of us are at this point pretty much retired, but it was a good time nonetheless. Let me step on over here and see. Here we go. Harrison lost your rifle. Start pushing, hero. You push till the end of this. And if you're telling the truth, my guess is your ass is in bind right now. Anyway, let me get on. Had a great reunion seeing everybody. I won't go through everything that happened, but it was a good time. There was some bull riding. Left my liver somewhere around 11 o'clock in Whiskey River. Other than that, had a lot of fun. Even the old wife came along, which is rare. So I had a lot of fun meeting everybody. What's up, Straney? How you doing, my man? I'm trying to think what else is going on. Good Lord. Okay, first let me apologize to some of y'all. I put out a video talking about the Army-Navy game coming up. Go Army. But I put it out the week before, so I apologize. I'll drop it back down this coming week. You can take a look. Of course, you know I got to go with my Army bike nights, but we got a lot of friends of ours out there that are Navy personnel, and best of luck to you. Whether you follow it or not, the tradition's pretty amazing. So tune in Saturday and take a look at it, huh? All right, recover, Harrison. All right, let me see what we got going on. I got a whole list of things to talk about today. Oh, y'all, as y'all tune in, go ahead and keep chiming in. Let me know where you're from. Let me pull up this email of mine I sent to myself this morning. Maybe. Oh, Straney talking shit. It hasn't been a pretty piss poor showing by the Army, but we're gonna rally. We're gonna take that run from you, huh? All right. Oh, this is interesting. So I've seen in a couple different sources that they may actually be bringing these drill sergeants back to AIT. I never recognized they left, but that might explain some of the softness we've had hitting them line units, huh? So I think the drill sergeant would be a good idea. If anybody out there thinks it's a bad idea, please explain to me why. I'm curious about that. Eric chiming in from Fort Polk. Got Josh out there in Arizona. Oh, my man, Sergeant Lejeune. Sergeant Eric Lejeune chiming in. All right, we got some good people. What's up, Sergeant Lejeune? I heard you were up north a little bit. That's good for you. You need to experience some cold weather in your life. Fallen thinks all the branches are getting soft. Well, let me ask you, if the Army's bringing the drill sergeants back, are any of the other branches, have they done that in the training? Have they kept instructors for the duration? Or is that just the Army did that? I'm just curious to know. Sergeant Gainey joining in. What's happening, Sergeant Gainey? Let's see, what else? Also wanted to talk about, while we're sitting here talking, favorite military movies. Thinking about doing a video about top 5 military movies. Whether it's old school one, like I grew up watching, or some of the newer ones. What do you think the best movie was? Go ahead and chime in down there below. While you thinking about that, don't forget that my man Chief Stacy down there in San Antonio is still recovering. Going to be a long haul, but he's driving on like a trooper. So I want to switch over here. I've got the, if any of y'all want to make a contribution to his family, you know it's a hard time when those kind of things happen. So if you go over here to You Caring, you can just look up Lindsay, Stacy, Kenton Stacy, and I'll put a link at the end of this video below. It's Christmas time, folks. Consider helping his family out. Chief Stacy's a hell of a warrior, and he's having a time recovering. Chief, I want you to let you know that we all thinking about you. So y'all make sure you donate and help that family out a little bit. All right, back to where we were. Excuse me. All that drinking this weekend. Rough go. Let me get back to where I can see what y'all saying. All right, here we go. A lot of people agree that basic training has gone soft. Saving Private Ryan, always a good one. Always a good one. Cell phones in basic... Okay, here's a question. Are Joes allowed to have cell phones in basic training? Because for me, you just standing in a long-ass payphone and waited to talk while everybody bitch and you talk to your family. I'm just curious to know if they're allowed to have it. Band of Brothers, great movie, William. Lejeune, it has been a while. I heard you going up there to, going to school up there. Write me offline, let me know how that's going for you. What up, Adam? Let's see, and I don't understand the timeout thing. I'm really asking an explanation from some of y'all who have dealt with this or maybe even went through. And one of the younger Joes, tell me what that's like. I don't understand you can call a timeout. And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I'm just curious to exactly how that happens. And the stress card thing, is that still happening or is that a failed experiment? Just chime in down below and let you know. There's Sergeant Hutch joining in. Good morning. And again, if y'all just tuning in, make sure you put down your favorite war movie. I'm going to do top 5 movies off this list. So get your vote in there. We'll sit down and we will dig through these movies and find out if they're really any good or you just don't have taste. We'll figure that out later. Let's see. William said he had privates from basic that didn't know how to use iron sights. Well, after working about 1,000 ranges, I can tell you right now the vast majority of soldiers today don't know how to use iron sights. Vast majority. It's honestly one of the things that's probably going to the side, like land navigation. Half the damn people in uniform, I don't care what branch you are. If you ain't got a plugger, a Blue Force tracker, or some type of GPS, and you don't know where you are, now that's a lost art. And land nav's awesome. If you want to get some confidence in yourself, you need to go out there in a compass in the middle of nowhere and find your way around. It'll teach you a lot. Boy, y'all chiming in now. Hold on, let me see if I can catch up. Stress card. Okay, stress cards hopefully are out of the mix. A lot of Saving Private Ryans. So there are cell phones, it looks like. William Green. Oh, The Longest Day. That's going to be my vote, just for the record. I recognize it's old and it's all black and white, but have you seen the staff? Good God. Peter Fonda, John Wayne. Man, I love The Longest Day. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to have to go through and read some of these. I'm sorry I can't keep up with everything going on. But y'all are chiming in with your movies, so I do appreciate that. Let's see, let me get back over my list, figure out what else we were going to talk about today. I'm going to try and hang out a little bit on here. Let me give my shameless plug. If you're on the Facebook site, look to the left, there's a little shop button. You can either shop Little Top stuff, or you can get your t-shirt, stickers, or whatever you like. Or you can also hit the Amazon shop. And I put that one together more of things that if you got a soldier or there's something you want, send your honey over to that link. It's got things like a compass, which you may not know how to use. It's got tactical stockings, just things like that. Cool things for a soldier, paratrooper in your life. You can get them for Christmas. All right. Craig likes a Hurt Locker. I like the Hurt Locker too. My brother did not so much, being EOD and everything, but, I thought it was a pretty cool movie. Good morning, Hector, out there, up in Alaska. Good Lord. What time is it up there? You should be in bed. You on guard duty? Messed up? Is that what happened? All right, let's see. What else? Tropic Thunder, the most accurate war movie ever made. I don't know. That's debatable. What else is going on here? I already went through everything that happened over this last weekend. Went through Go Army. A lot of people, I put out a video yesterday talking about the infantry squad. I know not everybody was infantry. The point of those is if a young Joe wants to kind of know what that's like, being in the Army and being in a squad, and done a fire team, done the infantry squad, probably go up to platoon, but it seems like all the 11 Charlies get butthurt because I ain't talking about the mortars. Calm down, Charlie. We're going to talk about the mortars. We're going to go through all of them. I just got to kind of put it together. I was a mortar for a while. Recognize its importance on the battlefield. There ain't nothing better than being able to call some of them rounds in on the Hodge, right? So don't worry. We're going to make sure that we get that out there for you. You just got to give me a little time. Hey, One cool thing that's about to happen is I did an interview with a Sergeant Major from the Marine Corps out of Camp Pendleton. He's Sergeant Major over the Wounded Warrior unit out there. Talked a little bit about motivation, talked about things you could do to be a better soldier, and it's interesting, coming from the Army branch, looking at the Marine Corps, really not that big of a difference, to be honest with you. Different traditions, but I will say it was good talking to that Sergeant Major. And Sergeant Major, I'm going to get that video out as soon as I can. Y'all make sure you check it out. Let's see. Oh, Hector chiming in. Late night shift. I get it. Roger that. All right, here we go with the Cav. Boy, Cav, hey, did you hear? Breaking news. Cav's #1 fan is Cav. Cav loves some Cav. I don't really have anything against the Cav. Only thing I don't like is when they spun those Lurch units under the Cav. Didn't like that much, but I appreciate what you do. Good morning. Oh, good morning down in Puerto Rico. Sun just coming up for y'all. Hey, real quick. How are things going down there, the recovery process and stuff? I hadn't checked in on that in a while, and I know y'all took a beating from that hurricane. Is everybody all right? You can either write on here or send me a private message. Let me know. 1sglittletop@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. I'd like to know you guys are doing okay down there. All right, let's see. 11B1 Charlie's Raw. Craig talking shit now. Let's not get crazy. Now, I said I'd do a video. Let's not get crazy. We all the same team here. Well, all right. I got a little something. Any of y'all that went overseas, I got something good for you. Check this out. Hold on. Just so y'all feel at home and such, thought I'd put this video. It may have been a while since you saw anything like this. All right, let's clip over to the other screen. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Nothing but good times. Ruining that spacing. Yeah, bunch it up. Let's get right on that ass. Yeah. How many of y'all seen this picture right here? That was good times there. Not really. But if I had to guess, I'm thinking this might be heading south down towards Baghdad. Don't remember exactly. If you know where this is, chime in. If y'all still down there in Iraq, hey, bless you. I wish you were home with your families for the holidays. But this right here, this is where me and some of my partners did down there in 2010. You can see it's beautiful in the spring. Said nobody ever. All right, let's click back over. All right. If y'all just joining in, make sure you chime in. Let me know where you're from. Let's see if I can figure out where you are. You know, I swear to God, I'm going to get better at this live thing. It just takes a little bit of time. All right, Adam, you take care, buddy. All right, seems like we're doing all right. All right, anyways, anybody got anything you want to talk about today? Anything you want to go over? Thoughts? Go and throw it on out there. As far as some of the upcoming video, okay, got some good news. Other than the interview with Sergeant Major, got featured on from Adobe Character Studio. So if you hadn't seen that video, go check out Adobe Character Studio. Talked about myself, how we used our brand, how we grew Little Top Army, and stickers and things like that. Just trying to be able to connect. And I even talked about these live hits I do with y'all, about how it's really helped out a lot spreading. One thing I'm thinking about on that same video, check this out. They had a live booth where you could go talk to the cartoons. So maybe, thinking about maybe building a live booth where you'll just have a monitor, maybe go to gun shows or recruiting events. Hey, if any of y'all out there are a recruiter, shoot me a private message, especially if you're in North Carolina. I need a point of contact over here in the Carolinas of a recruiter where maybe I can help them out, try and get some of them young Joes to come play ball a little bit. So just private message me or email 1sglittletop@gmail.com. I'd like to get some contacts in the Carolinas. All right. Let's see. What's up down at Fort Bliss? All right, here we go. Let's see. Joe called about sick call. If that's right here in the fall. This is usually the time them PT tests are due. It's the worst time for Joes because there's a lot of mystery illnesses that happen around that PT test time. A lot of waking up with a bone in your leg, some hurt feelings and such, and the recognition that maybe you weren't doing the PT you should have been doing the whole time. I recognize, older I get, the more effort it takes. Hell, these days I couldn't free fall a 12-minute 2-mile. But you gotta maintain the standard, huh? Especially for you boys in Reserve and National Guard, that ain't easy to do. So you need to make sure you get out there on the road and such. Put in your time. Alright, let's see what else is going on. Fort Bliss, bet it's cold up there. What's up, Cody Thomas in Oklahoma? I appreciate that. Oh, my man Stock joined in. How you doing, Stock? Hey, I appreciate all y'all chiming in from all these different places. Honestly, I wish I could go visit all of you. I may try and go down there. I know there's some units rolling out after the first of the year going overseas. OPSEC, where they going. But I may try and roll down there and see them. So I'd like to get this booth done. It'd be a good chance to get out and just actually see some of the soldiers again, huh? Alright, let's see. Make sure if you're just joining in, make sure you give me your favorite war movie of all time. I'm going to scrub back through this, put them on. I'll do the top 5 of them and we'll discuss. Alright. My personal vote, Longest Day. Just the scope of it, World War II, paratroopers, etc., etc. My favorite. And I know production value doesn't hold up next to Band of Brothers and Saving Private Ryan. Good Lord. But there's just something about the Longest Day. Probably because I used to just sit there and watch with my old man. That's the one I'm voting for. Alright, working up in Chicago, Frank. Hang in there, buddy. I bet it's cold up there. It's cold where I am. Sure it's cold up there. Hold on. Excuse me. I did a lot of yelling this weekend, trying to catch up with all my partners down there, and it seemed to be taking a beating on my throat. Alright. Let's see. Dirty Dozen. Whoa, South Dakota. Brandon Bartlett. Good Lord, what temperature is it up there? Chilly. Any of my buddies down there at JRTC? I bet that rotation's kicked off because I hadn't heard from some of them in a while. Raise your hand if you ever been down to Fort Polk for JRTC or stationed there. Not the place you want to be. Alright, let's see. Okay, Ryan said coming to Fort Linwood. Here's my question. Right, where do people, are you talking about like going to the PX? Like, I don't even know what I need to do. Like, say I decided to go to Fort Lindenwood or I decided to go to Fort Benning. I guess I just have to contact the PX. Set up a little booth like them people do, selling coins, swords, and other shit you really don't need. Take advantage of Joe. Carry a little bit of guilt along with that. I ought to figure that out. Y'all got any contacts in AFES or understand that process? Or maybe when you were in, help somebody do it, holler at me, let me know. Something I'd like to do. I'm not far from Bragg, and I'm not that far from Jackson. And I'm willing to go to Benning just because it's a home of the infantry. But let me know exactly how that happens. I could use some insight in that. Huh? 16 degrees. Good Lord have mercy. It's not good on your manhood right there. Okay, let me ask a question. This was a giant argument, and I know what everybody's going to say. But when it's super cold, and you wake up in the field, if you go out and take a piss, does it warm up your toes? I swear to God, and I know everybody's going to say, oh, you just pissing on your feet. I'm not. Every time I take a piss in the freezing cold, my toes warm up. And y'all doctors out there, explain that to me there, medic. I'd like to know why that happens, or if I'm just hallucinating. Gainey, you can only pick one for God's sake. Attention to detail, Ranger. AVs takes 15 to 20%. 15 to 20% of what? My profit margin. You can tell by the decorations on the walls, my profit margin ain't that big. 15 or 20% of my time. I don't know. I'll have to check into that. Maybe I don't want to go to AVs. Maybe I set up a booth on the side of the road next to Class 6. That's probably where I'll find most of y'all. With your drinking problems and shriveled up livers. What's up, First Sergeant? Up there in Fort Lewis? You up pretty early or very late, depending? What's happening over there? Fort Lewis. I'd like to go to Fort Lewis. I went to MSIG with a buddy of mine. There was a Ranger Battalion up there. Lost track of them. So Josh Conley, any of you boys at Ranger Battalion up at 2nd No Conley, tell him to holler at me. He may have left battalion by now. I don't know. I'll say this about him. That was the sharpest E6 I ever met in my life. Made me realize how much I didn't know about playing Army. So kindly, if you're out there, Sergeant, holler at me. Shoot me a message. 1SG, littletop at Gmail. Who? I appreciate getting all of your emails and stuff. And I also appreciate trying to help out Chief Stacy. If y'all just tuning in, took a lick over when he was overseas, he's recovering down in San Antonio. I'm going to put a link at the end of this in this description so you can help his family out. Some is a hard time when things like that happen to soldiers, and especially during the holiday season. I think about them kids a lot. Got a real nice response letter from one of the CEOs from over there. Sent me a couple of amazing EOD coins. I appreciate that. They are awesome. I will put them in my collection. And sent me a shirt. And I think that maybe I appreciate the offer. Little Top's a little fatter than he used to be, so I'll squeeze into that, but it ain't gonna be nothing nice. I'm not saying send another one. I appreciate it sincerely, but I apologize for getting fat, sir. Anyway, driving on. So I'm gonna put the link for Chief Stacy down below. Put a link for my shop so you can get your veteran buddies or some loved ones a pretty cool present. Just anything I think's cool for what it's worth. All right, let's see. Oh, Ace Morvant joined. I got a funny story about Ace Morvant, but I'm not going to do that to you right now, Morvant. Let's see. Oh, Hamburger Hill's a good one. Hamburger Hill, I think, man, when I was in basic training, we had like, I don't know what it was. It was the Army's birthday or something. They let us go to this giant gym, watch Hamburger Hill. That was a good time. Let me tell you, when I went to basic training, in between, you knew you switched from basic to AIT, not because the instructors changed, because you were given like 6 hours, and they actually let these young Joes under adult supervision go up to that to the NCO club for like 4 hours right there on Fort Benning on Sand Hill there, that little one up on the hill. Been a long time, I don't remember. Anyways, it was a good time. And I don't want to hear everybody saying, oh, it was soft back then. There wasn't no cell phones, bitch. I'll tell you that right now. Best looking out thing was saw the lady that worked the checkout counter down at the PX. There was a lot of her to love. All right, let me think. Throw a conversation out there. Let's talk about something. I'm going to try and hang on with y'all a little while. Shit, I still got 20 minutes till I got to shut this thing down. Let me tell you about some of the things I'm trying to plan with Little Top. Well, I got quite a few of y'all. Well, we dropped down to 18, but if y'all are still hanging on, one thing, I may have an opportunity to do something with Vet TV, which I think would be awesome. Those dudes are pretty hilarious. Marine Corps boys got out, started their own TV channel, respectable, and that ain't an easy job. So everybody out there at Vet TV, good on you. Maybe something next year, or early next year, we're going to get to work together. Hoping so. The Warfighters Coalition. If you're a veteran and you got a Facebook site or you got any type of business, recommend you look up that Warfighters Coalition. It's pretty much veteran-owned businesses that are trying to make a go, and we all have to use the social media and things like that. But go over there and check them out, and some pretty good guys over there and some good people. All right. Let's see this. If I go to San Antonio and see them, Rick's telling me to stay away from his mother-in-law in San Antonio, Roger. I mean, I ain't been to San Antonio in a long time. It's a cool place down there. Love the Riverwalk. You ever walked around there? I remember walking around drinking, had to use the bathroom real bad, went and looked, and looking for a Porta-John, and found the Alamo. It's not like you think it was. It's a tiny little building. But go down there to San Antonio and check it out sometime. All right, let's see. Oh, you want some med? Well, the big problem I got with like doing some of the other ones, I just got an inside line with the EOD. And it's so different from a light infantry line unit. That's kind of, I don't know, it kind of is a contrast. If you got some funny medic stories, holler at me. Shoot me an email, 1sglittletop@gmail, and we'll see if we can spin one in. I mean, I'd love to talk about some of these other MOSs. I mean, I'm not trying to dog you. You might be the tip of the spear, but my experience with medics pretty much is they stick at people with IVs when they fall out. They never got moleskin. I mean, hell, if a medic carries moleskin, an IV, some sack powder, and calamine lotion, hell, that right there is that would be amazing, especially in the training environment. I'm not talking overseas when you're farting dust. I'm just talking about we go to the field all the time. Hey, medic, you got some moleskin? You think I was asking to slap his grandma? So I know it's probably not your fault because they ain't giving you the equipment you need. I'm just saying. But shoot me some stories about the medics. Let me know. I don't mind. Let's see here. Oh, riot control and taser training. I've never been tased. Had a couple partners of mine, Randall the Hood, who have been tased, but I think I'll pass. Up Minnesota's chiming in. Colder than hell up there. Sergeant Smitty, David Smith chimed in. Smitty, I was saying earlier, all these 11 Charlies getting buttered because I ain't put a video out about them. Well, what you want to talk about? I tried looking you up there to send you a Marlboro message. So we're going to do a video about 11 Charlies, go through all the different systems. Mars Declare, I remember back for them cell phones, we were in Panama in 89, I had to walk up to this building, go to the 3rd floor, and there was like a rotary phone up there behind a desk, and you'd have to wait in line, and then you get to call satellite home. But the amount of time it took, I was a young Joe, so I just called home collect. I'm sure that was costing my old man out the ass. Sorry about that, Dad. Let's see. Let's see. Roll. Christopher Tate's all excited because Alabama got into the college football playoffs. Well, I'm not denying the fact you're a good football team. I'm a Vols fan. It's been a rough go. Not an Alabama fan, but congratulations on getting back in the running. The old IV. Again, he's talking about the old IV and after a hangover. Oh, Lord. That's nice. You'd have to have one of your partners in there to probably do that for you, but I hear it helps. I personally have not had that done. Alright, if you're just chiming in, shameless plug time. Make sure you check my shop over there. This will go up. This is on Facebook, but I'm probably gonna upload it to YouTube also. But check out my shop on Facebook. You can access all the Grunt Life stuff. Get a discount on a lot of that right now. You can look at my Amazon shop page where I got a lot of veteran presents, things that I personally like, somebody to buy me, and I've got Little Top memorabilia. And remember, if there's anything you want done for Little Top, you want a sticker, you want a throw pillar that says I'm a medic and I love myself, well then just let me know. I'll make that happen for you. Put it up where you can buy one. Don't mind doing all the artwork and everything for y'all. I think everybody understands you're a veteran and things you did. You should have these kind of things. So, all right. Well, we're getting to the end of it. Is anybody got anything else they'd like to chime in with? Any other topics? Anybody? Thinking about doing some of the history of like when Lil Top first came in the Army. He was not the beautiful specimen of cartoon you see before you today. It's a banged up little Joe, just like pretty much everybody was. Struggling to get by, waking up scared, hoping he'd make that run, things like that. Killing his liver on the weekends, fighting people, getting his ass kicked. It happens. My favorite thing when talking about, I've never had my ass kicked. Let me tell you, if you never bit off more than you could chew and took a beating, then you were living a safe life. Or you're Mike Tyson, and hell, that cat even took a beating. I took my fair share. This head's all dented in. You can't tell it's a cartoon, but it's taking its licks. Let's see. All right. Well, hey, real quick, I appreciate everybody chiming in. Please go to my website, check out the videos, check out my latest infantry squad one I just did. Check out Chief Stacy's video. Consider donating this Christmas time to him and his family. And if y'all need anything, just holler at me. I might be able to pull off another live show later this week. Like Thursday morning, I may give it a go. So between now and then, I will try and put together top 5 movies. So next week, we'll talk about them. I'll break down some categories just on a regular post and see what everybody put in, and we'll throw them in the mix. All right, I appreciate y'all chiming in. All right, drive on with your days. Thank you for service, and we'll see you later this week. Lil Top out.